Hey, good morning. Good morning. June 23rd, 2024. Who knew? I got my 50th anniversary coming up in August and got up this morning, took care of Benny, got my coffee, had a bagel. So we had Benny, bagel, and coffee. That's a routine every morning. Anyway, I grabbed a t-shirt, threw it on this morning. Didn't realize I had grabbed this one. I haven't worn this t-shirt probably in 4 or 5 times since. But STS 121 Space Shuttle. And yep, story number 6 Space Shuttle. I have been lucky. Some people call it privileged. But I was lucky that I got to watch the shuttle go up. I don't remember now, 5, maybe 6 times. First time was in '86 when my dad was having surgery. I was down in Clearwater at the condo and went over to watch it, and I got scrubbed. I came back over. Second day, I drove back over, got scrubbed again, came back over. It's about a 90-mile drive from Clearwater over to Cape. Uh, so the next morning, Dad had already had a surgery. He was fine. He was just in recovery. And third morning, I decided, well, I'm not driving all the way over. I'm driving his Cadillac because I flew over from Houston at the time, and so I drove over to the causeway. I got this great picture of the shuttle going up and a plane taking off from Tampa airport. Yeah, that's how far away you can see it. Actually, you can see it from further than that. The last shuttle I watched go up, I watched from a farmer's field in Jackson, South Carolina at night. I got to see it. You could barely see it with binoculars, but you could tell the difference between the shuttle and the flame. But let me tell you about 121. Lynn and I had taken a week, 2006. We had taken a week and decided we would go down to the condo and said, let's go over and watch the shuttle. Okay. So July 2nd, we drove over, shuttle scrubbed, drove back to the condo. Morning of July 3rd, drove over early. Like we got there like 6:30. 7 something, shuttle was scrubbed. I'm going like, oh Lord. And so I didn't know if it was going to be put off for a while or whatever. I said, hey, have you ever been to Key Largo? Because I love the movie Key Largo with Humphrey Bogart. No. Okay, so we drove down to Key Largo. Well, when you get to Key Largo, Key West is only, I say only, a 2-hour drive over a 2-lane highway over 8 islands. I don't remember. So anyway, we drove down to Key West, and we did Key West for the day. And got to go to Hog's Breath Saloon to get your picture on the camera. You wave to everybody. It's live, 24 hours a day, 365. Let's see, what else did we do? Oh, we went to Mel Fisher's museum. You go to Key West, trust me, go to Mel Fisher's museum. Really. So we got done with that and decided we didn't want to. We tried to get a hotel. You don't stay in a hotel in Key West in the middle of summer without a reservation made 6 months in advance. So there wasn't a hotel room to be had. So we decided, well, we drive back up and go back up to Clearwater. So somewhere around, I don't know, Fort Myers, Lynn had fallen asleep. And I heard on the radio that they were going to try to launch the shuttle again the next day, July 4th. And I'm thinking, man, I got to go. So I cut over on a couple little rinky-dink highways and ended up over on the East Coast And we stopped, and I finally woke up. What are we doing? I said, well, I got to get a hotel. I'm just too tired. Well, it's not that far. I said, no, I'm dead tired. We gotta stop. So we stayed in some little rinky-dink hotel on Highway 1, and no big deal. We went to sleep. Got up the next morning, and I said, well, let's go watch the shuttle take off. She said, oh, I don't want to drive all the way back over. And I said, well, while you were sleeping last night, I said, I cut back over. I heard that they were going to launch the shuttle. So we're only like 20 miles south of the Cape. Sneaky. So drove up, found a parking spot, sitting there watching, waiting for the shuttle. Got great pictures, got great videos. Sitting there, we were there like 2-3 hours. And let me tell you what, I've seen fireworks in a lot of places. I've seen fireworks in Clearwater, Florida. I've seen them in Spokane, Washington. I've seen them in Denver. I've seen them in Houston. I even seen them at Niagara Falls on the 4th of July up at the top of the Skyline Tower. Nothing beats this firework going off July 4th. So sure enough, that shuttle took off July 4th. Beautiful. Unfortunately, the shuttle doesn't fly anymore. If you guys get a chance to go see a rocket take off, go. I watched the Mercury program and the Apollo program. I watched them take off and go to the moon. Some of us don't believe we went to the moon. I'm not skeptic about it. I think we went, but that doesn't matter. If you ever seen a rocket go off, especially the shuttle, and all of the technology that goes into that, I'm sorry, I'm sure we went to the moon. Anyway, I regress. I got to watch all those shuttles take off. I remember one other time. We were living in Jackson, South Carolina. I grabbed my little niece, Casey. Hi, Case. We grabbed Casey, and we were going to go down for a couple of days and stay at the condo and go watch the shuttle take off. So we went down to the condo. Casey. She brought like 4 or 5 pairs of shoes. I'm going, Casey, we're only going for 3 days. Pair of sneakers and sandals, that's all you need. Oh, no. Product of her mama. I sell. Product of her mom. So anyway, we got down there and we drove over and went to watch the shuttle take off. And unfortunately, it was, here it is. We got over there late and every parking spot was taken. Driving down and all of a sudden I saw a driveway that was open and a for sale sign sitting on the property. And I went, well, that's weird. Every parking spot except right in front of that driveway, there was a chain going across that driveway, preventing people from pulling into the driveway. Okay. Well, wait a minute. So I picked up the phone and I called the realty company. And I told them who I was and what I was doing and was wondering if I could park in the driveway outside the chain. They gave me permission. We had front row seats straight across the bay to the shuttle. So the girls got out. Lynn and Casey, they walked up a couple, 3-4 blocks, went and bought some sodas. And it was packed. And all of a sudden, cars started leaving en masse. And I felt so bad. We had come down specifically to watch the shuttle take off for Casey. So that's my shuttle stories. Hope y'all enjoy. Y'all have a great day. Benny wants to go out. See yous.